Guess what, guys?
What's up?
I get hungry, and I want natural stuff in my body.
Are you talking with your mouth full right now?
Yeah.
With candy? Is that stuff
It's
natural?
not candy.
You know that's not good for your body, Bobby.
No, this is delicious organic food I got from Blue Aprons.
Wow. What's Blue Apron?
What is it? It's the greatest. It's the greatest for your body, and you eat healthy and less sugar and organic foods, natural foods. You're gonna be healthier.
Oh, okay.
You might not,
Good.
You might not get cancerous diseases.
Oh, okay.
You might not get fat. You might live a life of fucking freedom.
Freedom. Khalyla, how do we get
Dude,
this food,
Fahim's
though?
here, so I gotta go get him.
Okay, you love this thing,
I
though,
love
right?
this. Is my favorite thing.
Okay.
It's
All
one of my
right.
favorite things.
We'll see you soon, Bobby.
All right.
Khalyla, all this great stuff he's talking about, how do we get it? Like, what is this? What is this Blue Apron?
You can go to blueapron.com/belly.
Mm-hmm.
And for instance, this week tomorrow I receive pork and cabbage tacos.
Fiesta in her mouth.
And after that, I'm going to get some miso butter chicken.
Japanese in her mouth.
And the third one I'm getting this week is smoky seared cod.
That's some white shit. But it sounds delicious. Guys, check it out. Check out this week's menu. Get your first 3 meals with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/belly. One more time, you get 3 free meals from Khalyla, Bobby, myself, and George with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/belly. You'll love how good it feels and tastes and create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. That's blueapron.com/belly. Don't forget your cod.
Oh, here's Fahim.
Here's Fahim. Oh, Fahim. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ba 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 na ba 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 na 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 na. Welcome to another episode of the TigerBelly. I'm your Slep King, the Captain, Admiral, Emperor, Mr. Lee, Captain, whatever you want to call me. But I'm the top and the bottom.
Oh, shit.
All right? And everywhere in between. I'll tell you that right now. We got Khalyla, my girlfriend, my shipmate. I love her. We got Flat-Faced Gook.
What's up? Flat-Faced Gook in the house.
Flat-Faced Gook.
I've never heard what's up after that.
Don't talk yet because I have not introduced you.
I'm sorry.
And you're already fucking it up, all right? Number one, you fucked with my fucking mics, all right? You started, I love you, but let me just do a proper intro, all right?
Sorry.
All right? Okay? I got to start over now, man. Da-da. No. Na-na-na. TigerBelly. And I am very, very excited today because we don't have a lot of guests. Lately, we've been getting some.
Mm-hmm.
But in general, we don't get a lot. And this is our first Indian.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
Indian.
What?
We've been friends for how long? How do you not know I'm not
what
Indian?
are you?
Are we sure he's Indian?
Yeah.
In this climate.
Wait, did you say in this climate?
Yeah.
In this climate. Just
Just say I'm Indian.
just because I want you to be safe at Trump.
Well, I don't think that's even better. Indian. Like, why not just go like Eskimo?
All right, well, let's just do that then.
Yeah.
Start over. Well, he's going to be Eskimo.
In this climate, Trump said there's too many Indians in America. So technically, Fahim's right.
Okay. All right, so he's our first Afghan guest. Give him a round of applause, everybody.
Wow.
He's
All
also
right.
American.
He's
but
very
yeah,
much American.
very
Yeah,
much
you know what?
American.
No, you know what, dude? That's what I don't like about this guy. I'll tell you. Am I attacking him?
No, go ahead.
Because I'm gonna give you a lot of props.
Okay, yeah. Break me
But
down
but
and build me up.
I'm gonna push you down first.
Yeah, I get it.
And then I'm gonna build you back up. And that's what we do
It's
here.
like the Marines. I get it.
Yeah, it's the Marines. Okay. Years ago, I think my 7th year on Mad TV, maybe my 6th or 7th year, I met Fahim Anwar, and I wrote a sketch in this house. This is when I first moved into this place. I wrote a sketch. You know, I used to do those sketches 24 with Bobby Lee. So Dave Navarro wanted to do it. You knew Dave Navarro? Stop,
Yes,
everyone.
of
No.
course.
I'm
He
asking
fucked
you-
Carmen Electra. I know about Dave Navarro
Yeah, okay.
because of MTV. Thank you.
Thank you.
MTV.
But what band was he in?
Nirvana.
Oh my god.
That's Dave Grohl.
No,
Green Day.
No, be real. What band was Dave Navarro in?
I just know what he looks like. He has
Okay.
teeth. His nails are covered.
He was in a band called Fahim?
I did. It's escaping me right now, but
Are you being real?
Does he wear?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
wears
Yeah.
fishnets on his arms all the time.
He
Don't
was
they
the
all?
guitarist of Jane's Addiction.
Yes,
Jane's Addiction.
All right,
Classic.
so already it's weird, this podcast, but anyway, so I wrote the sketch with Navarro, and I wanted to do a scene where I'm giving him a tour of the house, and I open up that closet, and Fahim sitting there in a turban with no shirt on, just cooking something. You know what I mean?
no. You said sharpening a sword.
Or start sharpening a sword, whatever.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was. And then he said no. Did you smell that?
Did the dog just take a shit?
Look.
What just
Yeah,
happened?
somebody took a shit in here.
She did?
Oh no!
Where? Do you smell it?
I don't smell it. I'm
See, I
nervous.
told you she does take a shit in here.
What if Fahim took the shit?
Yeah.
Did you take it? I'm sorry. We're not gonna stop. We're gonna have the shit in here.
This is TigerBelly.
Do you smell it? Do you smell it?
I don't smell it.
I'm coming off a cold, so.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
really
Well,
smell
then
it.
that's fine.
All
That's
right.
fine.
can't smell it.
More over on this side. Is it under Bryce?
Is it me?
I think Bobby just took a shit.
I just farted.
She's right there.
Yeah.
I don't smell anything.
Oh, maybe it's just my mind. Anyway, let's keep
Oh
going.
my god.
God, scared the shit.
Anyway,
I do
this is how
smell
it goes.
I smell a fart, for sure.
Yeah. And he said no. Do you know why? He said no because he doesn't want to play like anything Middle Eastern.
I get that.
And if you watch his set, he doesn't. I mean, in the beginning, also there's years where you don't even really bring it up, but now you do kind of.
A little bit. I've always just used it as a dash or like seasoning, or it's not the crux of my thing.
Yeah.
I don't dance around it, but it's not kind of a central thing.
Yeah,
I
you're-
don't think that way, really.
You're an American.
I mean,
Yeah, I was born in
makes-
Seattle, so.
What
Whoa.
do you want him to do? Just like do a dad fan accent for like his whole set?
No, but to his credit, like anybody in my position would have chomped at the bit to do that.
Yeah, but I respected him. I respected him. Sandy Danto did it. He got naked. He just went in the fucking thing and he did something. You know what I mean?
Wait, he wore a turban?
Yeah,
So Sandy Danto was in that closet
yeah,
naked.
yeah.
Oh wow.
And Sandy did it, but that's when I went, oh my god, I respect this guy, you know. And then you watched him perform, do stand up over the years. He got better and better. And here's how I know, because he used to open for me, right?
Yeah.
You did a bunch of dates.
You're great for like younger comics, you know, like featuring for you.
Please
was,
don't do that.
No, it was.
Please don't.
All right.
What's it like
Let's
going
say
on
it-
the road?
But say it
with
again.
him
But
for
say it
you?
again.
No, because a lot of guys don't have to do what Bobby does, but Bobby makes an effort to take younger comics on the road, and he'll fly them out, and because it's hard to do, and pay for the meals and everything, and you get great stage time doing the middle of the country and other just like cool venues that you wouldn't do on your own.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you
Feels
got me
good.
out there.
Would you
feels
say
so
that's
good.
not always the case with like other comics who like how do other comics treat like their
Yeah, like
openers?
you'll take us to eat sometimes, and you'll kind of tell us how it is, and he's a mentor figure to a lot of comics coming
Yeah.
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we appreciate it.
And I get disrespected here. And I just want that to be known, right? That's sometimes my vibe. Sometimes my vibe is that I'm a giver. And I give my heart and my soul, all right? But sometimes your vibe, everyone in this fucking room, not aside from you, all right? You disrespect and you look down and you don't give me credit. Okay? So that's that. So anyway, so I was at San Antonio, right? Laugh Out Loud with you.
Yeah, it's like an airport hangar.
The
giant.
Yeah. The club looks like a airport hangar.
Oh.
Like they park jets in the daytime.
Yeah. It's like gigantic and vacuumous,
Uh-huh.
like high ceiling. It's a very difficult room to play if it's not packed. And Fahim was on stage, and a couple of local comics were leaning against the wall, and they go, "You got to follow that?" I go, "What do you mean?" I mean, he's so good. And then it got in my head. And I went, holy fuck, I fucked up. So then I went up. I did okay. I didn't do the best I could. And then I realized that that's it. I could no longer bring him on the road. It was like, here's the two people that I felt that with. Fahim Anwar and Adam Ray.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah. Well, when was Adam Ray?
There was a couple years before, like maybe a year before you.
I said, oh yeah, because Adam's a funny guy.
He's a very funny guy.
Yeah.
You
And
guys
he-
are from the same area, too.
Mhm.
Seattle.
Yeah.
So
Seattle
many
boys.
good comics from Seattle, huh?
Yeah, good music too. And But Fahim has grown. You have a special out.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called There's No Business Like Show Business on Seeso.
Seeso.
Yeah.
Why do you say it that way? Like on Seeso.
No, I don't say it like that way.
Say it again then.
It's yeah.
I'm gonna ask you again. And do it with more
Yeah,
confidence.
we'll punch this and we'll edit out.
No, we're not gonna edit it out.
No?
Yeah, but
Alright.
more confidence. Okay.
Just pretend I didn't
So you have a
say
new
it, though.
special out.
It's called There's No Business Like Show Business on
Oh.
Seeso.
See,
I like that. Yeah.
it's different.
It's different.
And it's better.
Yeah, I punched it up,
Yeah.
and you get a free month free with my last name Anwar, or that's the promo code.
ANWAR.
ANWAR.
What is Seeso?
Seeso's NBC Universal's digital platform, sort of like they're trying to do Netflix, but with comedy. So specifically comedy. They have like Doug Stanhope has his on there, Joey Diaz has his special on there, Rory Scovel, Janine Garofalo has hers on there. So they're starting to do more specials. And
But is Seeso? Do they edit your shit? I mean, do they give you
No,
large
it was-
notes?
no, it was great. What's funny is I literally haven't talked to anybody from Seeso throughout the whole process.
Yeah.
Which is odd. I would have thought that I would have had a meeting but I haven't talked to anyone. Comedy Dynamics produced it.
Yeah.
And they do a bunch. They'll do specials for Netflix. Like they did Bill Burr's, Chelsea Peretti's.
Right.
And Seeso just happens to be the outlet for.
Yeah, but there's no I didn't see any billboards or nothing.
I have the Rite Aid.
You're right.
Get the Rite Aid money.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
What cross streets?
Crossroads?
It's the Sunset and
What if it's just
Fairfax?
in
Oh,
Rite
that's
Aid?
a big
Just like a little
one.
tiny little flyer. Fly right.
I printed it myself and I put it next to the Rocky Road.
That's
I call
your
it a
Rite
billboard.
Aid. That's your Rite Aid.
That's my Rite Aid right
Yeah,
there.
by the
Yeah.
factory. You didn't see me?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's you.
No, because it cycles every 12 seconds. So maybe you saw like Rite Aid coupons.
It's always changing.
It's a changing
Yeah,
one. That's
yeah.
fucked.
So did you wait there and just like
Oh
wait
yeah,
for
of
it
course.
to
I got my
snap?
picture taken. We had to time it. We were in the middle of the street.
yeah.
We only had 12 seconds to get that photo before.
Yeah.
We had to time it with the crosswalk.
Yeah.
And with the picture rotating.
Yeah.
But we got it.
I've only been on one billboard
Which one?
For
animal practice.
For animal practice.
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah, but still, it's like in 20 years in the game, you get one and I'm on it with like 6 other people, and I'm also in the back. So it was just like. But I remember my brother and I, we drove around LA and took photos and stuff.
Yeah, you got to.
It was weird, yeah. It's like the first time I like kind of felt like maybe people recognizing me, So I went to that mall in West Covina. It was
To
the
get
same kind of thing.
recognized?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Me and all the Mad TV guys would go because it was a lot of Mexicans at West Covina Mall, so we would hang out at the the food court, by the and then like Latino dudes would be like, "What's up, bro? You're funny, bro." And we're like, "Hey man, thanks." You know what I mean? And it's just like that's how we survived. Mexicans love. Do Mexicans are the first people to ever recognize because they don't have that thing.
Asians.
No, I mean just in general. Like even if you're a white comic, I
Yeah.
think that Mexicans, especially in Southern California, they just don't have it. They're good at going, "Hey, bro,
Yeah.
you're good." You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. There's no filter about.
Yeah, and you're like,
I don't
"Oh,
want to know
cool."
that I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's almost just a reflex. They can't help it. They're like, yo, bro. Like, it's out of their mouth before they even know it.
Yeah,
Hey, Rite Aid, fucking Rite Aid.
yeah.
Yo, you the Rite Aid guy. I had to wait 12 seconds for your face, man. Yo, yeah.
Yeah, but that's why I love them. Also, I just props to Mexicans just in general. The culture is when I did comedy in the '90s. That was the only rooms that I could really play, in terms of like, large audiences and being embraced by people. Was first Hispanics. Like they brought me in. That's why when I would open up for Mencia and I would open up for just be around what's his name Moreno, Rudy Moreno, what's his name? That's the name. Moreno.
yeah.
Rudy Moreno would have his shows. You would do shows with Jeff Garcia and Gabriel Iglesias and all those guys, and that's how I started really. So props to Mexicans.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Mexicans.
They
for all
really
your work.
embrace their performers.
They do.
Like J-Lo, Mark Anthony.
Yeah.
Like, they really just latch on and support their own.
Yeah. Sometimes they kill them too. You know what I mean?
I had an idea of doing a podcast where you interview just despicable people throughout history for like 10 minutes. Be like, we have the woman who shot Selena. And you just ask them like, so what was going through your head? And like, what made you decide that gun?
Yeah.
Why Selena?
Yeah. The guy that shot John Lennon. What was his name?
Yeah.
What was his name?
He was.
But he like went to get an autograph. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
then
but just
disappeared and then came back. You know what I mean? It's like,
It'd
why
be
didn't you
fun
shoot
to
him the first
interview those
time?
people.
Yeah.
But only 10 minutes?
Yeah, just 10 minutes because that's all you want for the improv.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah,
want
yeah.
an hour podcast of bullshit making it up. You get the gist.
Because then you have to do small
Yeah.
talk.
yeah.
What kind of shoes do you
10
wear?
minutes is gonna be great distilled
Yeah.
woman who shot Selena talk.
Yeah. Is she? She's not dead. She's
No,
dead.
she's
don't
not.
know.
She's not. Remember, we went through this already. She's still in prison, I think.
I don't remember shit, babe.
That's true.
Like, when did we go through it? You know what I mean, babe?
A couple podcasts ago.
We did?
Yeah.
All right, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad to the fans listening.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't remember shit. Okay? Here's another thing about Fahim that I want to talk about. I don't know. If you don't like the directional.
Okay.
No, but look at me.
Yeah.
We're friends, right?
Yeah.
So I will go to directions. I don't know if you're comfortable about it,
Uh-huh.
right? And then I'll sway back into the, you know what I mean, the warmth of on the beach.
Okay.
Okay? But let's go into the cold water for a second.
Okay, we'll try.
Okay. So you were a engineer, correct?
Yeah.
Oh.
At
Yeah.
Boeing?
At Boeing.
Yeah, and you were making how much?
Entry level, like 60, 61.
How old are you?
I was 22, I think.
Wow.
So right out of
Wow.
college, you
Wow.
got a job with Boeing.
Yeah.
And your parents were
What?
happy?
No. I mean, happy that I got a degree and that I got a job, but not that I was on this quest to do comedy.
No, but they were happy that you got a Boeing job.
Yeah.
The comedy they were not happy about.
Yeah, but like ideally I would be a doctor or a dentist or something.
Like
so
your-
I
like your-
settled
like your
for-
brother.
Yeah, my brother's a dentist.
Yeah.
You're
wow.
older or younger?
Older.
I know
Okay,
his
so
brother.
you
His
had to.
brother is so fucking nice.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. I mean, every family member I met from Fahim is so fucking nice.
You haven't met my
only
you
met-
met my cousins and stuff.
yeah, all those
the
guys.
Punchline.
Yeah, what?
Yeah. For some
Well,
reason
don't-
I was like, did you meet my parents yet? And you haven't met them.
No, I've never met
And
you.
so
I think
what age did you decide to say, fuck it, I'm going to give comedy a whirl?
Well, I started very young. I was 18 when I started. So
Doing mics?
yeah, mics
Okay.
and doing all that, and I knew this is what I wanted to do, but I had to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
My parents were going to pay for it,
Mhm.
so I was going to go to 4 years of college, and yeah, engineering was the lowest degree I could get, and have them still pay for it.
The most.
Yeah,
Wow.
because at first I wanted to get a theater degree.
Yeah.
Just because you're naive, you're young, you think you need that degree to
Yeah.
do what we're doing,
right.
and you don't need it.
You don't need anything.
But thank God.
I have no degree.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I don't know anything.
my dad.
I forget things sometimes.
yeah.
My dad was like, yeah, I'm not going to pay for a theater degree. And then I was like, what about directing? What about English major? And there's just no. And then mechanical engineering is where we settled at.
And then
But it's also not an easy degree.
No.
tell
Yeah,
me
engineering is just not easy at
Yeah.
all.
tell me about the day where you told your parents that you were no longer going to be an engineer and you're going to go straight into comedy.
Were you already living here?
I was already living in Long Beach.
Working at Boeing. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know where
Yeah.
Boeing is.
So what was
And I
the
was working there for about 3.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they knew that this was always the plan because I had said so when I was just like living it out. I guess they never thought that I would see it to fruition or that there would be a point in time where I actually had to make that leap from Boeing to
You know, your
comedy
parents are
full-time.
like are stout and practicing Muslim.
I mean, not hardliner. My mom
Yeah,
prays
no,
sometimes.
I'm not. They're not hardliners. All right, I know, but
They're not in a cell.
I know. And
That's not what I mean, they used to, but they got out of it.
yeah, but I'm just saying they're like.
No,
so,
I mean, any immigrant family,
Sure.
parents are gonna want the best
Yeah.
for their kids.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I had to tell them that I got to the point where I had to leave. I was doing that MTV Disaster Day show, which was filming for 3.5 months.
oh, I remember that. Yeah.
And I didn't want to quit, but they wouldn't let me take the time off. I wanted that safety net of coming back to work after it was done filming.
Yeah.
But they were like, yeah, you can't take that much time off. And
so
so
they-
I had to quit. And then I told my,
Damn.
and actually it wasn't, I thought it would go over much worse than it did. But I
Yeah.
think we had kind of like fought for a bit over the, like it had been going on for so long. They had to know this was on its way. Like,
Yeah.
And plus your proximity to LA. It's
yeah,
like that-
I'm not living in their house. And one point of pride that I have is that I've never had to ask them for money. Since I left, I've always been self-sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
And like if I had to hit them up for money and everything, and I was like, I'm leaving comedy or I'm leaving engineering to do comedy, then they could hold that over my head and be like, oh, it's not panning out. You're asking for money.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never asked for a dime. And
Oh.
So how old are you when you finally said, fuck it, I'm just going to...
I think I was 25 or 26. Maybe.
Yeah, but here's my problem though, and
Yeah.
I've always, I've always wanted to sit down with you, especially your dad, and look at him because I know that he still is on. He's not on.
The other day, I was talking to my mom, and my mom was like, "Your dad, wants to know, like, was worried about you, about your life." I'm on Rite Aid.
Have you fucking seen it?
He's still worried about me?
Yeah, but I want to sit down with him and look at him and go, yeah, I mean, sure, you could have a son that's a doctor or a lawyer, whatever it might be that you want him to be, but he actually has a talent, right? And I don't think you can ignore that. I just want to tell your dad that your son is really like gifted. You know what I mean? And here's a guy. Look at your life, okay? Yeah. You're a guy. I mean, you did a special, your first one, right, on Seeso. What are you doing?
That was the creepiest thing I've ever.
What the fuck are you doing?
His hand hovered over his dick. It was weird.
I was blocking him and that camera, so I was trying to, in the sneakiest way.
Yeah, but
all you see is a white guy go.
Yeah, don't ever do that again, dude. I mean, you're freaking everyone out right now, man.
That'd be great if you just had your producer dressed up as a ninja.
Yeah. I would just say, hey, I'm going to do this. You know what I mean? But that was like, what the fuck are you doing?
We all got so quiet.
You could have been a cell and like, I don't know, man.
I love that you were still trying to hold your thought while you were watching it go down, and then eventually you had to break.
I didn't know when to do it. There was no good time.
You just stopped the fucking thing, bro. Sorry, George.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah, I love you.
Sorry, I love you. Look at me right now. I love you. But don't fucking do that again.
Slowest.
Anyway, what were we saying?
You tell my dad I have a talent.
Yeah, he has a talent, and it upsets me because I know my parents were like that too.
How old were you when you stopped asking money from your parents?
As soon as I booked a commercial.
How old were you then?
28, 29. But from 18 to 29, they would send me money every month, and every month it was a fight. I mean, I'm like where we would cry. Come on, no more. You know what I mean? You gotta go to college, right? I go, come on, I'm gonna make it. No more, right? And every month was like that, to the point where you were afraid to call. But then if you didn't call, and then I would go to like guys like Mencia and go, hey, can I have like $600? And he would give it to me, but you can only tap that 2 or 3 times, and then I would go to my manager. Can you pay for my phone bill or whatever it might be? And Abby would do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was always like a fight or some. I hate asking.
Yeah.
Right, but you didn't ask. Which is probably.
You don't seem like an asker at all.
Well, I also had the day job of engineering, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't an
You
engineer.
just seem so responsible and put together.
Yeah.
And so.
And that's what I always wished my parents would know is that, like, trust I'm not a crazy guy. If I've been pretty premeditated about getting an engineering degree, don't you think that I'll put enough thought into this other thing as well?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but let me ask you
trust me a
this:
little bit.
has your dad seen your special?
I don't know. My mom, I know she's seen it. She likes it. I don't know if my dad's seen it yet.
Did your mom come down for?
No,
the
they weren't
filming?
there for the taping.
Oh my god!
I've got weird, like they can for the next one, but for the first one, because there was so much strife and it was like this whole weird thing. It would be too weird because they haven't seen me for so long to be there in the special.
Yeah,
It's such an important show. I wouldn't want to I don't know how I would be.
yeah.
I just wanted to do what I'm used to. So for
Yeah.
the second one, sure, who cares? I got it out of the way.
But
Yeah.
it just bums me out that your dad's not on board.
I think he will be.
He fucking better.
He will be once I have nice things.
Yeah, but then at that point it's like fuck you. I mean, not to your dad, but I'm
Right.
just saying even there is a little bit of like a fuck you to your parents when you actually kind of go, oh, all right, I'm kind of doing it now, because of all the questioning.
Yeah, it would be nice to have a little validation.
Yeah.
If I get to that point to be like, you didn't have to worry, everything's okay.
Yeah.
All that was for naught. Just
Yeah.
trust me.
Yeah, for me, I think Leno, when I did Leno, was the night where they kind of backed off. Because it's like now they can see, holy shit, like he's on it with Christina Ricci, I think, and Sheryl Crow was the musician, which, Sheryl Crow and Stevie Nicks did a duet or whatever. So my parents, they're kind of aware of pop culture a little
I'm
bit.
sure they
you know what
watched
I
the Tonight Show and to see their son in this
Yeah.
magic box,
Yeah.
which wasn't a reality. That's got to make it very real for them.
Yeah, and
Wait,
also
didn't you do Conan?
I did Conan, yeah, and
Did they
Late
see
Night with
you
Seth
then?
Your
Meyers.
dad saw that, or
They saw it on TV, I'm sure, but
but you don't know they saw it.
I think they did. Yeah, they did.
But you didn't hear anything
No,
from.
my mom has seen everything. My
Yeah.
mom has seen everything I've ever done.
Yeah. Your mom.
She'll like lurch on the internet and just see every post I've ever done in my
Right,
life.
right.
The question is if it filters through to my dad,
Yeah.
if he sees it.
He
or not.
loves you.
I know.
You know
and,
that,
and
right?
whenever I see him, like we do love each other, but this is just one.
Yeah.
hiccup
Well, okay,
we
when
have
you
in the
see him, he
relationship.
doesn't give you shit.
A little bit, not too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's less and less now. But
Mm.
I remember I went on vacation with my parents. They went to Europe, and they were like, "Do you want to come to Europe with us?" And I had nothing going on at the time, so I was like, "Sure." So I went to Europe with them. It was great. We went like Paris,
I think I remember that.
London,
Yeah.
everywhere. It was great. And then we had to go to Europe for one day before we flew back to LA and Seattle for them. So we're in the hotel, and I'm staying in their room because they're paying for everything. And then that's when my dad uses it as an opportunity to like
Oh.
kind of like give me a
Sit
life
you
lesson.
down,
Yeah. And I'm like, this was a trick the whole time. Like it's all expense.
Trick.
It's
Yeah.
sort of like when a guy takes a girl out to Europe and then she realizes she has to sleep with him. And that's what it's been about the whole time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, here it is. Nothing's free.
Yeah.
so how does
so
he?
he gave me that talk. And I
What
was
does
like,
the talk consist of? Like, what is his
just
main
like
point?
you've been running around willy nilly. Like I think he thinks that I've been putting my real life on hold. All this stuff that I've been doing hasn't been working towards something. It's just me getting sidetracked to what I should be doing.
Does he see this as more as like a hobby?
A hobby or a pipe dream.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because immigrant parents can't. This isn't a real.
can't.
This
They
is a fantasy
can't, yeah.
world.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah.
But I do see that there are steps and there are things you do and there is a ladder to climb.
Yeah.
And it's hard to explain that to them, or I've given up on doing that. And I think they're starting to see it with more and more success. Like when I did the Whiskey Tango Foxtrot movie, I took my mom to the premiere in New York,
Amazing.
and I think that was a huge shift in her thinking because she's on the red carpet with Tina Fey, and
That's amazing.
she's getting pictures with Margot Robbie and Billy Bob Thornton. and
Oh,
all
that's
that.
amazing.
Yeah, and she loved it, and they're treating you so well because you're in. When you're in a movie, they treat you nice for the premiere, and then you're back to being poor when you're paying. That's what I hate about like in this profession.
Oh, can tell me about
We
it.
get windows of being superstars,
I know.
but you're not really. Like I live in a studio apartment in Koreatown.
Look at the years of work I put in this piece of shit place I live in. You know what I mean?
But yeah, it's like I live in the studio apartment in Koreatown, and then they're putting me up in the Mondrian Hotel next to Columbus Circle, and like you're having to tip all these people, and like I'm not a rich guy. I'm staying at a like I realized whoever touches your bag wants money, so I'm just
Right.
like, don't touch my bag, like.
And they assume while he's staying here,
Yes,
he's probably
he
in
must
the movie, he's in the
be-
production, he's a millionaire.
So yeah,
And then when you give him a 5,
they're pissed.
yeah,
yeah,
they give you a look.
So it sucks when they put you up in a really ritzy place because you're expected to tip like a ritzy person.
Yeah.
And then you're in the hole. Like you're
lose
not even
money going
you're
to these-
losing money.
Yeah.
You're going bankrupt.
Because
doing
what
this
people
movie.
don't also realize is that you don't make a lot
Yeah, it's not
in a
ton of
movie. Unless you're like the first 6 leads, maybe, right? But it's like in every movie I've been in, I have a scene, maybe 2,
Yeah.
and then you go home, right? So you get a couple of grand, right? A flight out there.
And sometimes when you're on set, or we were in New Mexico shooting,
Yeah.
so they would go out and eat and stuff. And this is like Tina Fey and them eating, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then
You would go?
yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah. And then how would
So
the-
these dinners are. I would never buy these. If I see more than $2 signs on Yelp,
You don't go.
I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah.
Oh,
But, like,
what is
would-
it like being a $4 sign life?
right. Would they pay for it?
Sometimes. Alfred Molina, he's so nice. And that's the cool
yeah.
thing too, is just you get to hang out with people you only saw
Right,
on TV
that's
and movies,
amazing,
and it's such
yeah.
a mind fuck.
Yeah. It's not a mind fuck. It's
It is a little bit for me, like
no, because it also you realize though that you listen to their fears, you listen to their like little quirks and stuff like that, and you go, "Oh, I do that." You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
that everyone's human.
Yeah.
Even when I was hanging out with you early on or getting to know you, just some of the stuff that like oh man, you would worry about your sets and you would crush.
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
this never ends.
yeah, it never ends.
This self doubt
It never
and
fucking ends.
and this hunger for more in your
It's
career.
never gonna fucking
I'm like, because in my eyes, I'm like, oh, Bobby has everything.
I don't have anything. But here's another thing I want to say about you.
Have you ever seen his fingers?
I haven't. Does he keep picking
Please,
them?
can you just give me an honest assessment of what you see, Fahim?
Okay.
I have really bad
Especially the
fingers.
thumbs. Show me
Yeah,
the
they're
thumb.
mutant thumbs. People make fun of me. Jordan Peele makes fun of me. Ike Barinholtz. They all
What do
make
they
fun of
look
me.
like to you?
Wolverine
Toes?
Well, that's fucking rude. You could have held back on that one.
I'm sorry.
He just called you talented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have fucked up fingers, man. And what are you gonna do? Sometimes if I'm in a TV show or whatever, I purposely do this.
No.
Yeah, I swear to God, like I'm sitting at a table, I do this to hide my fucking thumbs.
Wait.
Like
Yeah,
when
man.
you're about to do a magic trick that never happens.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Or I'll just, you know what I mean? Or the one time I go put makeup because I had to do fingers.
Oh.
They show my fingers, and I did a whole makeup thing for my fingers.
What do you mean a makeup thing?
They put makeup on my fingers and stuff.
Because his nail beds are
Yeah,
like blue
it's-
and
they're
cyanotic.
Yeah. It's like Khloe Kardashian's revenge hand.
Let's not talking about that anymore. All right? I'm feeling insecure.
Okay,
And it makes me
sorry.
feel sad.
You were twiddling your thumbs, and my focus just went straight there. I'm sorry.
But here's another thing that Fahim does that's magical. So at the Comedy Store, he'll go up as himself some nights. But some nights, are we allowed to talk about this?
Yeah.
He goes up in a character.
Oh.
Yeah, and the character is Lance Constantopoulos. And Lance Constantopoulos, I'm not even fucking kidding you. One night, I was in the OR at the Comedy Store, maybe a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And I was there with Chris D'Elia, Andrew Santino. Everyone was in the room. The room was packed. Lance Constantopoulos went up on stage. I'm not fucking kidding you. I have never seen, and I've been at that club for 20 fucking years, a room react. I mean, I've never seen anyone crush that way. Where it was like people are standing and like jumping up and waving their arm like to the point like us, all the people in the back, right? I mean, it was so. It was fucking magical. I mean, I'd never seen anything like it.
I remember that night you told me in the parking lot.
Yeah. I go, that was you. I've never seen that. Like I've seen Chappelle. I mean, I'm not taking away from Chappelle, Chris Rock, or Louis C.K. or any of those guys. They tell jokes. They're the best joke tellers. Bill Burr, they're amazing comics. Point of view, everything. But when Lance Constantopoulos is on fire, there's nothing else that's better. I'm not kidding you. And you're doing a show, right? You're pitching it
Yeah, pitching a Lance show
with what's his
Ooh.
name?
with Bill Lawrence.
Yeah, Bill Lawrence.
He did Scrubs.
I know who he is.
Cougar Town, all
I
that.
know Bill. I know
Yeah,
Bill.
yeah.
Yeah, I know Bill.
But I'm wondering that night, was it because there was the heckler in the crowd? Because it might have been the added layer of like justice.
I don't fucking remember, dude.
I think it might have been this
I
like,
don't
crazy
give a
drunk
fuck.
heckler.
Don't
chick.
give a fuck.
All right,
You know what I mean? I gave you the props.
you're in the documentary I made, the Lance Can't
Yeah,
Stop
I know
Us
I did.
documentary.
Yeah, other people are in it too.
But I mean, you're in it too.
That's fine.
Thank you for doing
And
it.
you weren't on Mad TV.
Yeah, I guess you could have said no to spite me,
Yeah.
but you're generous enough to do it.
Would you, if you had to take it back, would you have done it?
No,
You would have never done it.
no, there's just no upside to it for me.
Yeah,
like
there is
I
no upside.
think younger comics, they're just hungry for anything,
Right.
And they'll do it, and they don't look big
That's
picture.
what I love. See, hear that?
Integrity.
That's what I love. Integrity.
Not only integrity, but like you have an idea of where you want to be and what you want to do in this town.
Yeah.
And the things you say yes to, do they put you closer to that or further away?
Yeah,
or
but
nothing?
he also questions a lot.
But you also have a really, really obvious lack of thirst. You never appear thirsty to me.
Yeah.
And
Maybe
I-
that's why it's taken me 14 years to like get a special and a lot of other things.
But also
Yeah.
why I think that people like Bobby or Kristen, everyone respects you.
That's nice.
in-
Yeah, we do. And then, can I talk about old relationships or no?
A little bit, but nothing too.
No, I'm not anything
Yeah, yeah.
specific.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, I speaking of Lance Constantopoulos, I
Yeah.
had a friend who only saw who was at one of you.
Oh, Bobby told me about this a little bit. So yeah,
Yeah,
finish.
yeah. So she didn't know that was a character,
Yeah.
and actually texted me and said, "Hey, do you know a comic named Lance?" And I was like, Fahim?
Yeah.
You know, and she was like, no, Lance. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna like burst her bubble now, right?
Yeah.
She's like, I just found him on Instagram and I messaged him. She thought that legit.
Yeah.
That's
I
who he was.
replied as Lance. I always do.
Yeah. And if you don't know, Lance Consopoulos, what is he?
No one knows.
No
He
one
never
knows where he
says.
is from,
Yeah, yeah.
right? It's very Andy Kaufman-esque
I guess.
in many. It like when he, when
It's like you. There's a lot of people who think he's a real guy. Like half the audience thinks it's a real dude.
he has a mullet.
His mullet.
He wears a wife beater. He's
A lot of
somewhere
dancing.
from the middle.
Misogynistic.
Misogynistic.
Yeah.
He's somewhere from the Middle East.
No one
We don't know.
knows.
Yeah.
We don't know. He has an
Could
accent.
be Eastern
he has an
European.
He has an
too, yeah.
Eastern European accent, right? You do a lot of karate, a lot of dancing on stage,
Yeah.
Agile.
and you just rip people a
He
new
just
asshole when you're on
roasts
stage,
people.
right?
It just takes questions from the crowd. Q&A. So anybody can ask any question.
Yeah.
And then it's just
Like,
kind of
where are you from?
He never answers that one though. But any
Yeah,
other
yeah,
question.
yeah. Well, yeah. Do you don't as the guy that created the character, do you know where he's from?
I don't. And I
Oh.
kind of like initially I never addressed it because I didn't want to paint him into a corner where he's got to be this thing. And it's actually kind of worked out not defining him to a region because everyone feels like they can adopt him. Like Greeks feel like he's Greek. Middle Eastern people feel like he's
That's so genius.
yeah.
Yeah.
So by nature just dancing around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's everyone. Everyone wants to adopt him.
Yeah.
And there's all these preconceived notions when you say you're from somewhere. So they want to put you in a certain box when you say you're something.
Yeah.
But when you and
What?
then who cares about that shit? We're having fun in the room right now about everything but where I'm from.
Right.
So he belongs to the world.
He belongs to the
Lance
world.
Belongs to
Yeah,
the
someone
world.
feels-
You gotta
That'll be his
follow him on
answer.
Instagram.
L can't stopulous.
All right.
Can Lance come back to TigerBelly?
Oh yeah, he can.
You can.
Yeah.
You can get Lance here.
I can get
Yeah.
him.
That'd be great to
Maybe
get
a
Lance
few
here.
episodes from now. We
Yeah,
can
maybe a couple.
invite
Yeah,
him.
we'll bring Lance on here.
Oh,
You know, I want to also talk about just a side note.
Uh-huh.
So it's not all about you.
Okay.
Okay. We saw a movie the other night that was pretty fucking good, dude.
Which one?
Logo.
Logan.
Logan?
Logo.
So
That's a
good.
channel.
Marvel's logo.
Yeah.
Really good.
I'm telling you right now, dude. Logan.
Did I not say?
You saw it?
Yeah, I cried.
It's
Well, I
very
didn't
good.
cry.
Do you see it for him?
I haven't seen it yet.
You heard
Don't
about
ruin it for him.
I'm not gonna
then.
ruin it, but you know what?
I want to see it.
You know
I
what
mean,
it
it was
is?
the X-Men or the Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
It literally is. Let me say something. It literally is what they all should have been, in many ways. More real, rated R, gritty. You know, because it was really like for the first time in any X-Men movie, I literally went, yeah, like I wanted to yell.
Is it-
Go!
So they just
Is
made
it
it more
their
human.
first-
Is that what it is?
It's very like Nolan-esque in terms of how he reinvented Batman.
But
you
also
know?
really gory.
It's really brutally violent.
Yeah.
You know, I heard John Wick 2 was violent.
This was up there.
Yeah, it's up there. You know, but
I saw the first John Wick. Is it on par with that or?
no, I heard it's way more.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't
I
seen
haven't
it
seen
yet.
the second one yet.
Yeah, and then yeah, but Logan was. Do you see it?
No.
You know about it?
Yeah.
This fucking farm.
I have a bone to pick with you.
I have
And
a
I'm
bone
gonna-
to pick with you.
And I'm gonna.
Wait,
my
why
girlfriend.
did you?
That's my girlfriend. I have a bone to pick with you. I have one. What? That's my girlfriend
What
right there.
accent is that?
That's what I heard from you. I have a bone to pick with you. What the fuck? I don't even know.
Should
Can
I?
you, can you say it again because I hate the way you
Should
just
I
said it.
pick the bone or no?
Pick the bone.
Pick
babe.
the bone. Definitely pick the bone.
And then I'll have everyone's input.
Sorry, baby. Are you
afterwards.
mad at me?
No, I have an accent, you asshole.
You're just a bully. What was the bone with George?
Yeah.
So I've always seen George as like a really nice, respectful type of guy.
Yeah,
And
I
it
thought so
turns
too.
out, right? We know the story. So I was talking
know
to
the
a
story
friend of
now.
mine, and she told me that George was regularly having sex with a friend of mine and completely just ghosted on her.
Oh, I wouldn't think
Oh.
George would do that.
I
Low key ghost.
What's the name? what was the
Remember?
name? What was the name?
I'm not gonna say
If
her
you don't
name.
fucking tell me the name right now,
I
we're
don't-
gonna have a very big problem.
I don't. You know who it
What is
was.
it? What is it?
It was the friend of.
Yeah.
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 Leah Michelle.
You ghosted a fucking girl?
I would have never thought that was
Number
even
one.
in your DNA blueprint to do.
There was a lot going on at the time.
That's a good answer, actually.
Sorry to put you on a spot, but yeah, George, you fucking ghosted a chick.
I swear to God, I'd rather watch my mom masturbate than watch you fuck.
Would you
I mean,
really?
No.
Okay.
I mean, not. I wouldn't. I mean, I would. I know that's real.
Yeah.
Like in a scientific way.
Yeah.
Like watching my mom. Like just in terms of like
It'd be great if there's electrodes connected to your brain and there's a needle moving when you're watching both of them. You're like, he's not lying.
Which has more reaction.
But that would make me vomit watching you fucking have sex. But anyway, apparently you do fuck.
It's
Turns
good.
out he fucks. We've been wrong all this
Yeah,
time.
He's a slayer.
What if everyone gave you $20 like the bet that we had going?
Fuck.
But what do
Bryce,
you
you
think-
fuck too?
Yeah, it's been a little while, but yeah.
All right.
But
You
that's.
ghost if the other person doesn't text you.
Oh, maybe I don't know this
Oh,
story.
Damn text. I'm not that type of person. I would have responded.
Look, that was just look.
I took
How
assumptions.
dare you,
I
Khalyla?
didn't know any. What was it? Did she tell us in one sentence? She said, "Yeah, he ghosted on her." Anyways, George. Besides, the only reason I brought that up is because that seems to be something that people do regularly today.
There was a
Ghosting
segue. It
seems
wasn't
to
on
be.
What is ghosting? What does
It's not
ghosting
about
mean?
you.
I don't even know what it
This
means, to
means
be honest
like
with you.
not responding, just kind of like going incommunicado or softly being less responsive.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
and then don't respond anytime.
But also, like, not even when you fuck, just people just ghost on you just in general, and that seems to be such a normal thing to do. Is it just an LA thing, or is it like a universal new thing to do with young people?
I think it's the latter. Yeah, it's the new young people thing to do.
universal.
Ghost.
Speaking of,
What if you misunderstood ghosting and you were just doing pottery behind a chick? That's like the opposite of ghosting.
yeah.
That's taking it to
Or
the
like moving a penny on a table.
oh, that's ghosting. Oh, okay.
That's taking it to the next level.
Yeah.
The guy finds out, like, you mean you guys are breaking it off? I've been getting deeper.
I want to talk about this town, and I want to tell you about something that happened to me the other day,
Oh,
and it really made me sad. It really did. So I don't know if anyone knows, but so Love Season 2 came out, and pretty good reaction. People really like it. I'm feeling good about it. I booked did we talk about it? A pilot
Yes, yes.
for
We
ABC.
did last, yeah.
I just got a bit part of the movie. And so things are good, right? I mean, it's been a good couple of months.
it's been a good week.
Yeah, it just all came in a couple weeks, right? So then, so I'm at In-N-Out Burger the other night, and I'm sitting there, and a Korean man walks up to me. I'm not even fucking kidding you. This guy must have been 55, 60 years old, thick accent. Are you Bobby Lee? I go, yeah. He goes, 안녕하세요. He says in Korean, like hello. I go, oh, this is respectful. And I go, hey. And he goes, what happened to you?
God.
I go, what? I mean, you do my TV? And then you disappeared.
Jesus.
You have money? He asked me if I had money. You have money? You have a job? I go, what the fuck? And he goes, Randall Park, TV show.
Oh my
Dr. Ken, TV show. You, nothing.
No, what if he goes in and out?
Right. And so then I wanted to go, hey, fuck off, man, back up. But since he's Korean, and he's I wanted to then I started going into no, because what happened was I did the road. You know what I mean?
He's not going to understand the nuances.
He doesn't know. Yeah, he's like, I don't know.
Netflix.
Yeah, he didn't know. And he literally just brought me down to where I normally am. Of it sucks.
That's what this town is, though. It's just highs and lows. And
Yeah.
especially with stand-up, you're constantly humbled. Like, I did a special, which was fantastic. It just came out.
Yeah.
And then I did some show with the Virgil where there was like 5 people.
I love the
And it was
Virgil.
terrible.
Yeah.
Virgil does shows.
I didn't know that. I always
Yeah,
just
they
thought
do.
it was the place
No,
we dance.
sometimes they have good shows. But like,
Oh, they do?
Yeah,
No,
it was
we
just-
go there to drink and dance. Is why.
Oh, yeah.
I never thought they
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
They had-
I was
No,
performing while
he
you
was
guys
there.
were
He was there when you were drinking.
You were just drinking and dancing. God,
Yeah.
Khalyla, stop.
Yeah.
Why is
I was like,
Fahim
you guys stop
here?
dancing. I'm trying to tell this joke.
But I posted a photo on Instagram with I hate it, but with James Vanderbeek, just because I'm doing that show, and then some guy. You guys are both half celebrities.
God.
My point is why do
that'll always happen, though.
I know?
Like,
But why?
I was driving to this podcast, and I
Mm-hmm.
saw that you guys tweeted like, "Hey, we're gonna have Fahim Anwar on. Does anybody have any questions?" And somebody just tweeted, "Nah."
Yeah. Hey, I tried to delete that right away.
Oh, really?
I don't give a shit. Like,
Yeah.
it's just hilarious to me.
Really? They said that?
There's no way you could do art in a large form and have everybody love you. There's gonna be
Yeah, but there was a time right? Especially
Where not everyone had a voice.
in the 80s, early 90s. Yeah, like you now know what people from the forests and the woods think.
And we're so connected. It is
Right?
pretty funny. I have YouTube comments forwarded to my phone, so sometimes I'll be about to hit the stage, and I'll just get a message like "fuck you," and then I gotta fucking hit the mic or like "you stink."
Yeah,
and then
but
I've gotta do
why?
stand-up.
But my question is, why? Because I mean, there are people that, I think that are awful. I do, where I don't think they have any talent, and or whatever. I don't know why they made it, but that's just inside. But if I saw them, or if I saw a post of theirs, I wouldn't go, "Hey, I fucking hate you."
Yeah.
They've got some issue, or they got their own
I mean,
things
but I'm
going
just
on.
saying, what is the purpose of? Because I know that they're gonna read it. I know that probably, or it's gonna affect their day.
Yeah.
Why would I be a fucking asshole in that way?
Yeah.
I wanted to do a show where we actually like investigate trolls. So we see when they say something, and we go to their work.
Find them.
And
Yeah.
we'd be like, "Why did you? What was your thought
Yeah.
process?" And you
Yeah,
like bust them, and then they're so embarrassed because they had that wall of anonymity.
Yeah.
And you take that away, and it's like
But
a
how do you- how would
35-year-old
you-
dad,
Yeah.
and he's
Yeah.
like,
Who
"Oh,"
has kids
and he has to
saying
explain
shit.
why he wrote someone's a dirty cunt,
Or they don't
something.
have a profile picture.
Yeah, it's just the
The-
egg.
and the name is some sort of like
That's the worst one, yeah.
Yeah, to catch a predator
Eggman
for
or
trolls.
whatever. Yeah, I mean,
Eggman 224.
pitching it.
yeah. And then how would you find them though?
I'm sure there's because they probably have the same username for Instagram or something else. I'm
Facebook.
sure there's a
It
lot
all
of.
connects to
It's pretty
Facebook.
easy
Yeah.
to have a
Right.
digital footprint.
Digital. What'd you say?
Digital footprint.
Digital.
Oh, that was even worse.
Yeah, yeah.
Footprint.
I learn every day. Write that down. Visual.
Digital.
Digital, not
Whatever.
digital.
And then be like vegetable.
Yeah.
Vegetable.
So then you would knock on the door, go to their work,
Yeah.
what I mean? And go, "What's up, dude? You tweeted,
Hey,
and call,
what was going through your head, or
call me
why did you
Flatface
write
Scoop."
this?
Yeah. Why'd you write that?
And then just see them backpedal or stand up to it.
That's a great idea.
If
Let's
they're
do that.
unprepared, they're going to backpedal.
You know, it'd be
But
great
if-
if it was
yeah.
called Troll Hunters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
dude. Let's do that. That's a why can't you do that?
I
There's
guess we
some-
can do it.
There's some really good articles on Vice when they interview actual like online trolls that make it like their daily part of their lives. There are some really hardcore trolls who are unapologetic and like, this is just my release. It's what I do. I find sheer entertainment from it. Those are the hardcore trolls that I wouldn't hunt for. But the dads,
Yeah,
like
that would
the
be
ones
very
who,
interesting.
yeah, those ones we would hunt for. The ones who actually have something to lose by being exposed.
Yeah. What if you dress like Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Yeah,
All this equipment.
Yeah.
Like, this is my troll net. This is so unnecessary.
and Fahim also has a connection to our podcast because Fahim's girlfriend, what's your Haley?
Uh huh.
She used to date who?
Was it Charlie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a connection.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, Charlie.
I
Fahim.
haven't met your girlfriend.
She's
Maybe at
great.
the Comedy Store.
I haven't been to a comedy store in like a year.
I love Haley.
Yeah, she's great.
No, I'm being. I'm. I ran into her
Where?
at the Mexican restaurant El
Oh,
Compadre,
okay.
and she was with another dude.
That's her friend from like back
I
home.
know, but I didn't know that.
Oh.
Right?
Did you text him immediately?
No, I didn't. I was gonna observe, right?
Ah.
So I
I
see
see
him.
with a menu.
No, I did that. I kind of did that. I saw them walk in, and I went, "Oh man, this bitch right here, right?" And then she immediately came up to me.
Oh.
"Oh, hi, I'm Haley. This is just a friend."
And you were like, oh god.
I was like, "Oh fuck, I wasn't thinking anything." you know what I mean? Yeah.
Never assume bad intent.
Yeah, but when you see a girl with a guy, like
You have to.
Let me ask you this:
In this town.
if you saw, be real, if you were at a restaurant in Long Beach, whatever, I'm out of town.
Oh yeah,
I'm on the
because I
road,
used to live in Long Beach.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
and you saw her walk into a restaurant holding the hands of another guy,
Yeah.
would you tell me?
Yeah, for sure.
What if it was another guy you knew, but you were also friends with?
Yeah, if
Oh,
it was Chris D'Elia. Not that he would.
Right.
No, let's not say it. Jason Collins.
Because he
All right.
lives in Long Beach.
Yeah,
just because,
Jason Collins. Right, Jason Collins. Right, he's a comic friend of
Bobby
ours.
loves
I
right?
love Jason.
I love this. I want to know what
I
you
love hypotheticals.
Right, yeah, and you're at a restaurant. He's holding hands with Khalyla. Right?
Uh-huh.
Would you tell me?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like the
But
way
would you
responded.
tell Jason that you told him?
This is tough.
Yeah, what,
'Cause
Yeah.
what do you do? You're loyal to both people.
right.
Yeah.
So if Jason goes, dude, please don't tell him. It'll ruin my career. You know, he'll you know what I mean? It's not going to be good for me, dude. I'll never see her again.
I would ask around and poll people and see what the
You would
best.
poll
Yeah,
them.
I would. The engineer in me is coming out.
Yeah, yeah.
I would ask a lot of guys what they would do. And
Fuck
then,
you, man.
Yeah.
You
so-
tell me.
All right.
Fuck you, man. You fucking tell me, dude.
There's your fucking poll.
What are you gonna fucking poll? What are you gonna call 5 fucking people? Who are you gonna call? Our agent? You piece of shit. You fucking tell me.
All right, I'll tell you.
No, don't. All right. Fucking bullshit, dude. Because let me tell you something right now. If Haley was walking in with Dalia, or I don't keep saying Dalia.
I know. Why do you keep
Who else is another friend that we know?
Like Mike Lenoci.
Oh fuck! I'll rap Mac Lenoci. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Brent.
Uh-huh.
What's his Brent?
Morin.
Yeah, Morin. Right. I would pull Brent aside right then and there, and go, "Hey Haley, are you still seeing Fahim?" Yeah. Brent, dude. I go. I have to tell him. I'm sorry. I have to tell him, or you're gonna tell him. I'll give you a day. I'll give you 24 hours. Right. That's it. And I expect everyone in this room to do the same from this fucking Scarlet wench. Okay?
Do you mean to say harlot or
Whatever,
scarlet?
Harlot.
I like Scarlet Witch though.
Yeah.
All right? What do we have for time?
50.
Okay.
How do you always get? It's good.
He feels he has a sense.
I have a 50 cents.
You only go for
The rapper.
I have a 50 cents.
sense.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
You feel good? You want anything else to plug?
The specials,
We
the
just
big
did
thing.
that.
I know.
We fucking did that.
I know, I'm thinking.
There is a
my
Seeso,
social, Fahim Anwar.
Yeah, whatever. Fahim Anwar
That's on
and also Lance
Twitter.
Kansapala.
Yeah, so my Instagram and Twitter is at Fahim Anwar. And then for Lance Canstopoulos, it's at L Canstopoulos.
Yeah.
And he actually has a website, lancecanstopoulos.com. It looks like it was made in the 90s. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
It's still like
with the karate kick
Yeah.
back and forth.
Yeah.
He has a lot of music videos on
I
there.
I honestly like, I've brought many people on the road, and you're just one of the best I've ever have. You really are. And I really believe that it's just one of those things where, we're just lucky to have him on this podcast right now. I believe that. I wish I could say the same thing about some of these people in this room.
Are you
I don't know if
angry
that's
with me?
genuine or that was just used as a ploy to hurt everybody else in the room.
That's
No.
what he does this every week.
Yeah, I do that.
He like just shoots poison dart frogs
I'm
or
King Joffrey.
frog, what do you call those?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
But here's another thing I want to say to you, Khalyla.
Oh God, again. Okay.
I have to wake up early.
Uh-huh.
But I haven't
I'll set the
eaten.
alarm. And so, do you need me to order you food?
Should I eat here?
I can't make those decisions for you, Bobby. I can order you
No,
food.
I'll eat a chicken pot pie. I'll order. Yeah, I'll play some Fallout and they'll do that.
I can.
Can I
But
mention
anyway,
one thing
yeah,
about
go
the
ahead.
special. So it's on Seeso and you can get it on Amazon too. So
Oh, I have
Seeso.com,
Amazon.
and like, you can get a Seeso add-on for Prime, Amazon Prime.
That's it.
All right, yeah, I'm done.
No, you're not saying it anymore.
Hey, I'm done.
Until now. Now
What's
here
the
what
question?
we're doing right now is called
Unhelpful advice.
Unhelpful advice.
Okay.
And so people email questions and you can participate. Go ahead.
You may
I
participate.
love you see the directions. to
Go ahead.
people. Unhelpful advice with Bobby, Khalyla, and Rite Aid. All right, this is from a girl who does not want her name to be known. My boyfriend is a huge fan. He suggested I listen to your podcast. He swears it helped him with our relationship. We've been together for 2 years. And I was really intrigued, so I started to listen to the podcast, and I must say I love it. My question is, I am a hopeless romantic, and my boyfriend not really. I listened to your podcast with David So in the language of love, and my language of love is number 3, words of affirmation, and he doesn't get it. He thinks that with gifts, he will be able to compensate for the fact that he doesn't give me words of affirmation. We argue about it all the time, and I feel that he doesn't want to validate how I want to be loved. Am I wrong for wanting him to understand? Bobby?
He hates like
Words of affirmation.
romance questions.
And then just for the
Just like,
audience.
I just want to say this, okay? This is that it's just that longing that you guys want your hearts to be caressed.
That's not how you caress.
Why is it a claw?
You want us to put our hand on your heart.
Please don't caress me with
And
those
go-
toe fingers.
Whatever, and go, I love you. You feel good. And just by me being in your realm, you should know.
Yeah, not everything's going to be like a romantic comedy. Like, you can't have it all. Like, trust that the person loves you
Yes.
and he'll try. You could have that discussion and you could try to be better. But you're never going to, it's not going to be La La Land.
It's
before
not.
the final act.
First of all,
The
it's
final act was
never.
great.
Yeah.
It's never perfect.
But what this girl is asking is how she perceives love or how she feels love
Yeah.
is by, occasionally being told like, hey, I love you, you're special to me, versus the gift giving. Because, people, whereas he thinks that that's the way love is shown is just by constantly giving her things rather than saying things. So is she wrong in, asking that he show her a little bit of verbal display?
Nick Youssef, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't come from a home that says "I love you."
Same. Like my mom showed a lot of affection. My dad, I don't think he's ever said "I love you."
Yeah.
Like I know that he does.
Yeah.
But it's not a thing we do.
Yeah.
So even I have a problem with that.
My parents said it too much. My dad would
Oh.
beat me and go, "I love you," and I'm like, "You don't even know what it means."
That's conflicting.
Yeah, it's conflicting. Like, I mean, it's just words, but some people aren't raised with this, so this guy could have that kind of, upbringing.
But you can still try to appease somebody by, giving
Baby,
it a
I love
shot.
you.
Yeah, I guess you can ask, but also
Well, she doesn't like that.
You're a beauty queen.
you can ask the guy.
Your
to do
angel
that,
hearts.
but be understanding that maybe it's not in his DNA,
Yeah,
and
it's not in
he's
his
gonna
nature.
try, but it's
Yeah.
not gonna be as fast as you
Or
want
the
it
way
to
you
be.
imagined, somebody
just
tells
work with
you.
him and be understanding.
Yeah. And also, he's not going to say, "I love you" after sex.
Some people do.
Nah.
Just as like a standard throwaway.
Guys don't.
term.
Here's, sperm is liquid love.
Ah.
Is it not? I mean, before you have sex with your girl, you're like, "Oh my God, I love this girl," and then afterwards, it's like, "She's alright."
You turn into a black guy.
Yeah,
after
she's
you.
cool. She's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why
Yeah.
are you looking at me like that with those Chinese
I
eyes?
think
Chinese.
you're a liar.
You're doing Chinese eyes.
Because
right now.
after he's a liar,
Why do I lie?
you're such a big show in front of your friends. You're gonna be like,
Look at his
Tell me,
Stop, babe.
tell me, babe.
because after sex, you're always like, why don't you want to hold me? You're so different. You act like a dude.
She is like that though.
What do you?
I've never been in with anybody where it's just like, don't touch me. We're
It's
done.
not a don't touch me. It's kind of like, give me my moment to process everything.
Yeah.
Your dick was just in my mouth, so like just give me a second.
Yeah.
I don't want to immediately embrace you.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel that passionately for you
And if you,
anymore.
and if you
Cool
think
down
my
lap.
fingers look weird,
Yeah, let me take
you
a
should see my dick.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's exactly a cool down
You
lap.
want the 2 minutes on the treadmill after you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had this inside her. You know?
Yeah, I had those fucking toe fingers in my, it's,
Yeah.
and so but immediately actually every time.
All right.
You're so weird. You're so
That's fine.
different.
Is there any other questions, emails, or no?
Yeah, we have a question from Twitter
Uh-huh.
to TigerBelly and Fahim Anwar. My beloved Ken Cooks with 40 plus years of misery. Any advice to soothe my soul knowing I'll never see them win a cup?
Wait, what?
The Ken Cooks. So like the hockey team.
Canucks.
I said Ken Cooks.
Boy.
the Can
Can Cocks?
Can Cocks. I was thinking about Bobby's penis this whole time.
There's canned cocks.
But basically, if you have a shitty team, you should stick by them. How do you deal with it?
Do you watch sports?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Who's your teams?
Who's your team?
Seattle, the Minnesota Seahawks. and
Everything Seattle,
Mariners.
yeah. Well, I think Bobby could probably speak to this since Arsenal's like 9th on the table.
Yeah, my favorite sporting club is Arsenal FC, and they've slipped, and I've not watched any games.
So
I
what do you
detach.
do? Are you
I
gonna
just
jump onto
You're still
another
a
team?
fan.
No, I never do. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I still Google it. What's going on? What's the strife? Who are they getting? All that stuff. But I show love, through and disappointment, through just completely avoidance.
Because it hurts you.
Yeah. So if my kids, I feel like that's not good because if I had kids and they were like bad, I would probably just shut off
Until they got good.
until they got good, and then I'm back.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my advice.
That's actually pretty
That's
good
really-
parenting advice. Just like instead of always like harping on your children or always getting on their case about it, if they start to fuck up, just like dissociate and not give them any
Oh, I'm
attention.
doing
I
that.
don't know.
I'm gonna do that.
They can go down a dark road. No.
No, because
With no nurturing
You're
or
a kid-
caring.
All right, how about you're a kid, okay,
Uh-huh.
and you got kicked out of school, and I'm your dad. Say something.
So wait, I got kicked out?
Yeah,
I got kicked out of school, Dad.
yeah, I know.
How do you know?
And then I walk away.
Ooh, fuck.
Right? I walk
wanted,
away.
I wanted that approval. Like,
Yeah,
he didn't even
I-
care. He's not even mad. I thought you'd be mad at me.
Oh, that's
No,
good.
but
Nah,
I won't talk to you for a year.
that's
Oh dang.
Jesus.
That's very Korean.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
very
intense.
good. A whole year. You won't even hear anything. You don't get no money, nothing.
Oh, no money either. So
No,
completely
there'll be
cut
food
off.
in the fridge. My mom, you'll talk to him.
Oh, I get to talk to the kid.
Yeah. But
Like
you're
your
out.
dad's still mad.
Yeah. Straight. Go back into school. Prove to me that you're fucking worthy.
Okay, so since you didn't go to college and you were a fuck up in high school, are you gonna apply? Do you want your children to do well in school?
No, it's not necessary.
Oh fuck! Do I want to breed with you then?
It's not necessary because
This is a dangerous game we're
because
playing.
I'll tell you why. Because my brother went to college.
Uh-huh.
You know,
I know, but like, I mean, just at least get a GED, finish high school. These things are like
I
find
graduated from high school,
important.
bitch. I have a degree, bitch.
Diploma, motherfucker.
I got a diploma.
I know, but when you graduated, you had to go back.
I
to summer
tried.
School.
I can't comprehend information.
You do in your own way.
No, I don't.
Just
I
not
can't.
traditional
very
classroom
specific, like within your skill set, you know.
Nothing.
Like, you wouldn't
What do you
be
mean?
able to
What are
be-
you talking about?
You wouldn't be successful if you were totally inept and had no skills. Like you can memorize lines.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, you can perform.
I can read. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're fine. You have a skill set.
Okay.
Great. Any shows for Bobby?
Actually, all his dates are now in a jumble. So for updates, just go to bobbyleelive.com for things of that sort.
Cool. Make sure you check out Fahim's special on
Yeah,
Seeso.
and just thank you for coming.
Thanks
Thank you for
Fahim.
You know what I
having
mean?
me, man.
And you're a brother for life, bro.
Thanks.
And just tell people you're Indian from now on until Trump's gone.
We'll do.
Make sure you tweet Fahim that he's Indian, guys.
Yeah, he's Indian, guys.
Make sure you follow us on TigerBelly, on Instagram at TigerBelly, on Twitter at TheTigerBelly. And
We're gonna do some house cleaning. So
House
I mean,
clean-
you guys,
can
we're,
leave.
we're done, and
We
we're gonna
have
talk
some
with George and
announcements.
do some
Yeah.
announcements and stuff.
We take a photo though.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, yeah.
in
Take a
second.
photo first, and then do you do house cleaning?
No. We got to do the house cleaning now.
What's house cleaning mean?
We're just going to talk about the things that we need done on Reddit.
Yeah,
stuff
can we
like
take the
that.
photo first, and then because if Keem can leave?
Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
God.
Unless you already took photos while we were here.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take a photo.
Okay. Jesus.
Jesus.
You're such a
keep it
demanding. Yeah,
Just
just keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing house cleaning on air.
Yeah.
On air.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that was weird.
Actually, let me clap it out.
It didn't make any sense.
Okay.
And Fahim just left, and we're back.
Okay, so let me repeat the story. Let me repeat the
jeez.
account of events.
What just transpired on the podcast. George
Right.
had rage eyes.
So I went to the movies to see Logan with a couple
You said logo
yeah.
too now.
with a couple friends, and the topic of you came
All
up.
I know is I'm not going to remember specifics until I'm driving home in the car, and then I'm
Yeah.
going to be like, I should have said that.
It's okay.
And so we were like, and he's like, oh, how's George or whatever. And then I was like, oh, he's doing good. And she was like, oh, did he ever is he like with Jessica now? And I was like, no. I was like, nothing ever transpired there. I was like, why? Like, why are you asking? And then this person was like, yeah,
Your face. Fix your face.
he
dude.
ghosted on my friend. I was like, what do you mean ghosting? Like they went out on a couple dates, like casually. She's like, no, like they were having like sex like regularly,
Nice,
and
George.
she never like heard from him again and then she later heard on the podcast it's because he was trying to go after Jessica. And so I was like, wow, George ghosts on people.
Oh, so
Which,
this
look,
wasn't recently. This is like a while ago.
long time
A long
back.
time
Long.
Okay.
Okay.
but my thing, I have like rules on ghosting because I really don't. And I was like, wait, not my Georgie. My Georgie doesn't ghost on people.
Okay,
I know
now-
he's a gentleman.
Defend
I was
yourself.
going through a lot then. Okay.
He was. I
So
remember that time period.
I didn't text. Is it ghosting if they don't text you, though? That's the thing.
But here's the thing with a lot of women, right? Especially if we've already like engaged or like we've been sexual with you.
Yeah.
Not that there's always the automatic assumption that it's your job to call us, but being like, at least from my vantage point, like we tend to feel a little bit more vulnerable once we've already slept with you. So oftentimes we're just waiting to hear from you. So if we've been sexual, like the next day or the days after, at least my move is I usually wait. I don't reach out to the guy because there is a sense of like that type of like female fear of rejection. If I don't really care about you and I just want to have sex, I'll probably reach out to you and be like, hey, you want to fuck again? But if I do have a little bit of feelings, I usually tend to wait and say, hey, you know, like, let's see if he shows any sign of interest before I open up even some more for the next occasion. So if she didn't text you, perhaps she was maybe waiting.
Maybe. I didn't know what the right call was because I discovered I had feelings for Jessica. I wanted to like go after Jessica, and then like I didn't chat with this girl for a while. So then I was like, I did wait 2 weeks, and then like our schedule was kind of like every 2 weeks. Like I'd text her if I had an activity to like invite her to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Bryce is laughing ridiculous.
God damn it.
I can't watch. This is Bryce in the background where George is being serious.
This is like, okay, but this is exactly what I thought, because I was like, there's no way in hell, because Bobby and I were like, what? That's not true. Because I know
after the 2 weeks, like, you know, I was the 2 weeks of my inner turmoil.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's about time to text her again. But then I was like, if she listens, like, what is the right thing to do there? That is like, oh, I'm done with Jessica now, so now I'm gonna come crawling back to you. Like, it was like I was wondering what.
It's because we had talked about it on the podcast.
Blowing up his spot in so many
so
ways.
what? Yeah, what is my like the right? What is the nice thing to do? I didn't know. I didn't want to be like, okay, I'm coming back since I got rejected.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, no, it's like
No one wants to be
I didn't
consolation
want to.
prize.
Yeah, I didn't
There you
want.
go.
So I had no idea what. Yeah, I didn't want her to feel like a consolation prize.
Yeah, no.
But
Now
I
it makes
had-
sense.
so-
I didn't take into account that immediately when that was
Oh
going
my
on.
God,
I
We
just
were talking
realized who
about it
it
on the
is.
podcast. And now you know who it is.
So I'm like, what?
So yeah,
Got
so
it.
maybe
Got it.
I think the better thing
Wow.
would have been a warning beforehand.
Fantastic.
You know,
Yeah.
like, hey, I talked about this on the podcast. And like, hey, this might hit you if you listen to it in your car
Yeah.
on the way to work. Okay, so that would have been, probably the more gentlemanly approach
Wow,
than just like
Never knew that was a thing.
being.
Now I get that you were in a difficult position, but just as a general rule of thumb for you, Bryce, and everybody,
Oh, I'm getting
I
married
don't hang
tomorrow,
out
so-
with guys who ghost on women who are ungentlemanlike. So I'm glad that we because for me it's a big thing. Like I love you guys because I also know that you're the type of guys who would be really, you know, just respectful in general of like that whole process. And I hate people who ghost. There's something just fucking like vile
No,
about that.
if there's a text, you respond like in kind, like with some like you either say what's up or don't. You know, but yeah, if it
Okay,
I hadn't.
makes sense to me now. George, you're not a
I
ghoster.
was not
it's
the
clear,
last
yeah.
texter.
I could tell he wasn't because he was furious. His face, I was like, "Oh shit! I've never seen your
Usually-
nostrils open up that wide." I saw
never-
It
inside
wasn't
your-
even that I knew that it upset him because he lost all his pinkness and he just went pale.
Why? He went pale.
I was like, oh my god, okay,
I was
maybe
like-
I said something that really struck a chord.
and then
so
Bryce
I'm sorry.
laughed
Well,
the
'cause
whole
I
time.
always-
This fucking guy.
I never think of like the reasons for anything until after. Like if Khalyla's accusing me of something, it must be
I didn't
true.
accuse
And then
you.
like
No,
then,
that
like,
that
then
was
it
his
takes-
face though. He was going like, "Fuck, she accused me. It must be real."
Yeah, no. And
We
then-
all get nervous when you say shit because we're
Yes.
like, "Oh God, what is it?" Because you never will like call us out.
I was just
I was like,
in-
I am an awful person. I already kind of felt that way,
Why,
for,
what
like
was
because I
it,
didn't know what to do. But now I.
my advice is if you still are in, you know, I think you should have just apologized for even making her feel like you could have possibly ghosted, because that's
Yeah.
what I was told. It was like he just ghosted, and I was like, nope, not my Georgie. He wouldn't do that.
No, I know I could have done it, but I had no idea what the right call was there.
Jeez, I'm still like, how long has that been going? I can't believe I just put it together.
See, now you know. Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
I
More
didn't know who the girl
house.
was until I was like, "Oh shit, that's the only possible person."
Okay. More housekeeping. What else are
All
we going to talk
right,
about?
and now on to housekeeping, guys. Thank you to everybody who does the hashtag George Matters. Appreciate it.
Wait, I wasn't aware of this movement.
Let me
Shout
tell you,
outs,
I
shout outs.
saw there's a hashtag going around that says hashtag George Matters. I think is Bobby is one of the recent episodes really mean. But we all
shout out-
go through those phases though.
Yeah.
At one time it was Khalyla every day, but then one time it was me for like what 90 episodes, and
90
then it switched to
episodes,
George. Then it was
yeah.
Bryce a little bit at one weird point.
Yep.
It's just a part of the process, guys.
All right, shout outs to Frankie Thomas Fontano Jr. for starting the Facebook TigerBelly Facebook group.
Thank you, sir.
So go on.
Oh, I
Ben.
have an announcement to make.
Yeah.
Cut off George's announcement.
To cut off the George Matters announcement.
Yeah, fuck that.
Hashtag George doesn't matter. I'm gonna start that.
Hashtag George ghosts on girls.
Yeah, George ghosts.
Hashtag George Ghost.
Yeah,
Like that.
George the Ghost. That's the new hashtag this week.
I already haven't had any opportunities to. I don't have any opportunities to ghost on anybody.
This is the one time I wanted to try it.
Okay, guys. A couple episodes ago, we mentioned that we were helping out our friend Kobe with his foundation to help provide scholastic materials to kids in Uganda. So I'm going to remind everybody to visit www.nation-foundation.org. Again, that's www.nation/foundation.org. God, I'm like reading
Brain
it, but
fart?
I'm like fucking.
Hey, go watch Logo.
So this foundation helps to sponsor students in Uganda through their studies. So for only $80 a year, you can basically provide things like room and board and all the things that they would need for school. And right now, Uganda is going through an awful drought. So I know that this is a comedy podcast and we always bullshit, but this is something that Bobby and I really want to help do. So please visit that website, and any amount is
Will help.
Yeah, will help. So please do that, and we're gonna put the link on the YouTube video, right?
Yeah, the link will be.
And I'll
down
put
below
one
in the
up on
description.
Instagram as well. And you guys just have to remind me to say this every week, or at least let's touch on it, because we got to get back.
We'll put it on our website too, maybe somewhere there.
Okay, got it.
Cool. Go ahead, George.
All right. Thank you to everybody who left us an iTunes review. We're up to 840 so far.
Nice.
Only 160 from 1,000, which we asked for, so we appreciate it. The most recent comes from Domo Genersus. Great show. Then
Good one.
also thanks to J. Burnham Steinberg. I'm here to reach 1,000, so
Nice.
we appreciate the very explicit.
Is that a Jewish last name?
I believe so.
Great, thank you.
Then Moko CJ says, this is one of my favorite podcasts.
I'll take it. I'll
I've
take
been,
it.
take it.
I've been here since day one, listening to the Slept King, Koloko Gilbert, and laughing my butt off every
Nice.
single time. Much love. So
Nice. Thank you guys so much. Keep it going. We're trying to get to 1,000 this month. We're trying to stay competitive, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
Because the
And
more
then-
this grows, the more stuff we can do for you guys as well.
Yeah, and I think that ultimately that's the goal, is to not stay stagnant. We've sort of hit a plateau where we're getting comfortable with doing these shows weekly. So now we're trying to get it to a point where, if we build up enough steam and we have enough, or we garner enough help within the podcast, then we can possibly put out the video the same day. Possibly we can have 2 podcasts a week. So, we ask these things because we do want to continue to grow and continue to provide you guys with this free podcast.
Yeah. And you guys get more content too.
Yeah.
also last week, Khalyla asked,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
asked
right.
you guys, what should she do to get outside more, and she should what should she vlog about? So here's our recommendations from YouTube. Jim Bob says, copy Bear Grylls. I like that one.
Oh, I like Bear Grylls.
Ray Cisneros says, buying sex toys for Bobby and your pets.
I don't know if I want to have sexual relations with my pets, but
I think he might have just meant toys at that point, but that was a very confusing one.
okay. If they had sex toys for animals, that would be hilarious.
So maybe let's
So
just
weird.
interpret it: buying sex toys for Bobby and buying toys for your pets.
Okay. Let's interpret it like that.
There were quite a few. Ahmed Shadan says, learn to surf. Quite a few people said
Wait,
learning to surf.
But that's really weird because I do surf.
Okay, some
was
of
the
them were
last
like,
time
do
you surfed?
you surf?
So I have 3 boards. The only problem is that I now live with a partner who absolutely hates the sun. So it's been hard for me to, surfing alone is not fun for me. Doing anything alone is not fun for me. I always need
Sister, right? And Jessica, they are all water folks.
They
no?
are, but they're not
Matt?
like big on surfing. So my best friend is also, who used to be my surfing buddy, is in a relationship, and so it's just I don't have anyone
can't.
to go to. I don't want to go alone. But yeah, I surf. I'm not the best, but I can definitely hold my own.
Guess we're doing a surfing trip.
All
Probably
right.
But
fucking
if you
break my
guys, I
nose.
have extra boards. If you guys
Oh,
want
I suck
to,
at surfing.
it doesn't matter.
Have
Who
you
cares? Just
snowboarded?
being,
Have you snowboarded?
I've
before?
never snowboarded in my life. I've only seen snow twice.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. I'm
I
such a
should've
sun
taken
baby.
you to the mountains. Yeah.
I don't know what it's like to even walk on snow. I've been to
We're all just
Vancouver
kinda like,
once. where like in one freak day they had some snow, and so I felt what it was like when it was snowing, but it was very like Vancouver snow, which isn't heavy snow.
Home of the Kencocks.
The Cancocks. Yeah.
Another recommendation that I saw a lot was take a jiu-jitsu class. This one from Voodoo.
Jump back into it. Well, that's
I can
depending on
jump
her.
back into
could
it.
you, like, for real though? Could you even do a lot of this physical stuff right now at the state of your health condition?
I think I could. Most of my heart issues don't happen when I'm exercising. It happens in my sleep. So
Interesting. That's so.
yeah, it's almost like it's weird, but I think I could, or I could at least pretend that I can. I can mind trick myself into believing I can. So.
And then we got a few for on Reddit. KillCam83 said geocaching, and then we heard like do TigerBelly scavenger hunts around LA.
Oh, that should be fun. Okay, I'm gonna take the
I've done a
surfing
couple of
recommendation, and I'm gonna take I'm gonna take you guys to surf.
I can do
Okay.
that.
So I think that we can
I'm
have
so
a
bad.
day.
No, I
Just
went
don't
to
wanna just deal with
I went to
sharks.
Mexico one summer to Mazatlan,
Mm-hmm.
and like kind of one of my goals was to learn to surf. I just did maybe 2 days, and one day all I did was I was like paddling, and everybody was like surfing on the waves, and I realized like there was like a tide going sideways, so I was just paddling for like an hour and not moving, and I decided surfing wasn't for me.
No, it's really it's so easy to learn to surf in Hawaii. They give you these boards that are like 11 fucking
They're, like,
feet long.
Those long ass ones.
So
I
you
see
only
all the
had to
time.
paddle 1, 2, stand up, and then this beautiful gradual wave takes you. But in California, it's not easy. Obviously, if you've been doing it your whole life, it's easy to you. But we didn't have waves in the Philippines other than like La Union, which is like the north of the Philippines, or like Siargao, and that's not where I lived.
Shout out to Siargao.
We didn't have a break anywhere around Cebu where we could surf. So I didn't learn until I was 19 and in California, and I put a fucking mouth guard because I was so scared of losing my teeth from the surfboard, and I ate shit for about a whole week straight. I self-taught, but I was so determined because it is hard to learn in California. We don't have these nice little pretty waves. They will fucking crash on top of you. You will get ate up. And you
What
get
about
fucked
Malibu?
up.
Is Malibu pretty chill in some
Malibu
spots?
is not so chill.
Okay, let's not do that either.
No, we'll go on a small day when it's like 2 to 3 feet, and then hopefully no one dies and drowns. But you won't in 2 to 3 feet.
Hopefully,
Or we
hopefully.
can go to
God,
like
fuck.
Venice or Santa Monica, and I can push you on the whitewash. And so instead of catching a wave, you just catch the
I go
end of the
bodyboarding?
whitewash.
I just wanna go bodyboarding.
No,
It's a lot easier.
I have some boogie boards
Okay.
too, and we can just do You can boogie board. We'll make it a whole thing, guys. We'll bring out the GoPros. We'll have
I just want to put Khalyla on a sleigh in snow and see how she reacts.
it's gonna be like
like a trash
kid.
can top. Those are the
I'm
best.
so like my sister just went to Germany, and she went to this area called Titisee, I guess. Nice name. But I guess it's like a ski resort. And she was in awe of like the powdery white snow, and I've never touched that.
That's so weird.
It's so weird.
To
Like
know
I'm
someone
I'm a traveled person, but
Who
I
just
have
never
never just
snow.
ventured into the cold.
Yeah, guess who had a birthday up in Mammoth and didn't invite you here, Khalyla?
Happy birthday.
As long as we're calling out
to
people. No,
you.
Bryce,
Oh,
that was like a couple months ago.
Fuck you, Bryce. I
Yeah.
love you, man.
Nah, it's okay. I forgive you, Bryce. You know what? That was probably a good call. I'm a good person to take on a trip right now.
All right, 2 more from Reddit. Urban Bobby says she should go out to her favorite restaurants in LA, vlog, and talk a little bit about the culture, the food, how she found it, etc., like a sexy little Filipino Anthony Bourdain.
I feel like that's all we do is go out and eat.
Yeah.
But do we have many vlogs on it? That was his. The point was to vlog, like do more vlogs on specifically on food.
Yeah, maybe.
We can do it.
But I'm not like a. If I talk about food, it's going to be from a very like amateur food eater. Like I'm not going to be like, oh, this like flavor of saffron and this fucking I don't.
First of all, stop eating at Indian restaurants.
I love Indian restaurants. Yeah, it's gonna be like this is good or this is not good. This is greasy. I like it this way.
This is not greasy. This is grass. This is bok choy.
But yeah, I should.
We'll look into it.
And let's see, last one from Eat34 Cats. Let George plan a day trip for you guys. I like this one.
Is that why you chose it?
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Pretty much all of these. It's whatever appeals to me. Geocaching. Let George do something.
Oh yeah, make lists for an hour. 5-paragraph emails. Yeah, these sound all fun, guys.
You know what we should do is we should make a collection of all of George's emails to us. All the essays and like just I don't
And
know how
burn
you have
them.
so much
Let's
time
do a
for
scales
these.
of justice. The emails responded to and the emails
Ooh, that's
not
good.
responded
Okay,
to. As long as
okay,
we're getting
okay, fine.
Well, I'm all about, just 3 sentences. If you don't capture me in 3
Who says
sentences,
that? I'm all about 3 sentences.
that is like the. And I'm not super ADD, but
Fucking
if
debate
what
team.
is the general thesis here? What am I looking for?
Okay, I'll give you a TLDR at the top of every email.
What's
I've started
TLDR?
today. I learned, or no, too long didn't read.
Too long. Didn't
Oh,
read that.
okay.
I've never heard of that before. Is there anything else there we need to touch on?
Should we do the Edison thing later? Let's do that. Save that since we got too many asks.
Yeah.
Let's just thanks again to Blue Apron.
Oh.
Again, that's blueapron.com/belly.
Mm-hmm.
We're not doing it today, though.
We
Right?
are doing it today. We did it earlier in the podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we remember before Fahim came here.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
God, man. Yeah, but we're just giving
So
him a
once again,
reminder of Blue Apron, blueapron.com/belly. Also,
Doesn't tell me. Shit.
anyways, also really quick before we go, Khalyla, did you watch the fights this weekend?
I
Anything?
didn't.
Did you glimpse anything? Oh,
The
you-
Fortaleza fights, I
Ooh,
only watched
are you from Brazil?
Brazil.
Fortaleza fights.
No, you also it's Fortaleza.
Fortaleza fights.
I didn't. I just read up on it because I was out lobster diving unsuccessfully.
Ooh, lobster diving. But yeah, if that quick MMA minute, guys, fucking Kevin Gastelum, that guy, he's good.
Is he gonna stay? Did he fight at 185?
He fought Vitor at 185.
So he's gonna stay there
It
now because
was
he obviously can never make
so
welter,
fast.
right?
I mean, he's not allowed to technically because he already missed weight twice.
I know,
He
but
fucked
he's
over
so
that.
talented. I really
So
like
good.
him.
He will be so undersized if he ever fought Luke Rockhold.
Mm-hmm.
He does want to do a legend kick-ass tour, so he called out Anderson Silva.
Oh yeah, that I heard. What about the Shogun fight? Shogun won, right?
Shogun looked like a slow motion version of him
Mm-hmm.
from Pride. He wants to fight for a title. He wants to fight the winner of Glover or Alex
Yeah.
Gustafsson. I'm like, dude, you look so bad. He won, but he looks so bad.
So is Alex completely healthy now? Because you know how he threatened to retire,
Retire.
and I was like really sad about it. Is he just that injury that was supposed to sideline him forever is no longer an issue?
It's not. It was weird. I thought he was done because of that.
Yeah,
but
or
he's like,
that's-
I'm back now.
Yeah.
It's weird. But yeah, those were the. Well, do I have the good fights? No, that's it.
No, I think the whole card was supposed to be really good.
I mean, it's a Brazil card.
Oh no, what about the Beshkohea fight
I didn't watch that.
with Janot? What was that?
Some like 41.
Oh, Renault.
Yeah, she's a mom. She won. Almost knocked her out.
Who? Beshkohea won?
But Kohea won, I think.
Oh God, I
She
gotta
wasn't supposed
watch
to,
all of
yeah.
it. We're supposed to know our shit if we're gonna talk
I
about MMA Minute,
know.
Gilbert. I didn't watch the card. I just heard it was
just
really
caught
good.
the last 2 fights and they were great.
Yeah.
Anything else? If you guys want to send us any packages, you can do that at to TigerBelly, and it's 1626 Wilcox Avenue, Unit 161, Los Angeles, California 90028. So send us any packages, and we will open them up in a vlog whenever the vlogs come out. I was like, is there a date? Nah, whenever they come out.
I have a vlog for you.
Ooh.
Are you gonna upload it by tomorrow?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Cool. And George is doing
And
a
by
vlog.
yesterday, as we were.
Yeah, so it'll be out
So it'll be
by the
up.
time this comes out.
Look, we're
Yesterday
so
or 3
fucked up
days
with
ago.
our schedules.
All right.
So yeah, make sure once again follow us on Instagram at TigerBelly or on Twitter at the TigerBelly. Let's get those numbers up, guys. We're almost at 20K on Instagram, and that's where we started this podcast, was on Instagram, which is so crazy.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
I released the first post I ever released on there about the episodes was episode 1, 2, and 3.
And I corrected him. I was like,
Mm.
Gilbert, you used too many exclamation
Yeah.
points.
And I was like,
Can you please fix that caption?
did I not used to write posts and use emojis like George?
Yes,
Yeah.
he used to. And I'm like, hey, we're really not that type of like super animated people. If you can just scale back on the emojis and exclamation points, that'd be
Yeah.
really nice. And so he started posting really the
Basically,
way I'd like it.
this is our episode. Watch it.
Yeah.
Here is this thing.
Yeah.
Bye. And then also email us any questions, guys, to thetigerbelly@gmail.com. And you can follow Khalyla on all social media at
Oh, at Calamity K. Please don't forget the hashtag this week is George the Ghost.
George the Ghost.
God damn it.
And speaking of George the Ghost, George, where can we follow you? Or people can hit you up on
George, where
techniques
can
of how to
everyone-
ghost on
Score
women.
Kimmel on Instagram.
maybe we can change that to George the Ghost.
George the Ghost.
So thank you. Thank you everybody who
He's
said
crying.
George matters. It's over, I guess.
Next week, George might matter again, so we can resume that hashtag in a week. But this week is going to be George the Ghost. So that's all we have for this week.
Oh, and is there any question we have for this week for the audience? Any question? Should we present anyone with a question? Top of your head?
I have nothing, Gilbert. Nothing.
What can we do to help Khalyla's brain? What can we do to help
Skewer
Khalyla?
it.
Don't kill yourself, damn it. All right, guys, go watch Logo and get in. Watch both those movies.
We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in. Ciao.
Bye.
Kutukan ko mo pagkaki Sikumula kau dapat kami ulabi Buruk kaya kapag hindi tulog ma Sikulog mo na Kutukan ko mo pagkaki Sikumula kau dapat kami